Since its inception, Liberty Bank and the Liberty Bank Foundation have supported Hope Partnership. It's an affordable housing project that is changing the quality of life for 16 families in Old Saybrook. Here to talk about this critical initiative and what it means to the community is Calvin Price, the Vice President of Community Development at Liberty Bank, and Tony Lyons, the President of Hope Partnership. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. Calvin, I want to talk to you first and ask you a little bit about the mission of the Liberty Bank Foundation.
The mission of the Liberty Foundation is to support the broader community in 3 areas. We support in the arts, we support in housing, and we support in health services. And the primary purpose is to enhance the quality of life in our assessment areas throughout our market area.
Mm-hmm. And we determined that there was a need to create more affordable housing. Tony, why don't you explain exactly what that means?
Sure. When we talk about affordable housing, what we're referring to is housing for people that work in our community, that grew up in our community, but there's very few options for them to live. So, you know, housing costs on the shoreline in Connecticut are very expensive. There's very few rental options. So people who have low to medium wage jobs have a hard time finding a place to live. So people who work in our retail stores, who are teaching our schools, who drive the school bus, those kinds of professions, occupations have very limited options.
That every town needs, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about the Hope Partnership.
Sure. Well, Hope Partnership started almost 10 years ago in one of the local churches in Old Saybrook, where a number of community leaders got together and were concerned about this problem and felt that there was a need, that the private market wasn't going to address this need on its own, and there needed to be an organization of volunteers and community leaders, town government leaders, who really needed to take this on and come up with some solutions, some creative solutions. So over that time, we've built a lot of support, not just in Old Saybrook, but throughout the shoreline area. We are now looking to do similar projects in all the towns along the shoreline, basically from Madison to Old Lyme. And we're getting a lot of success. We're getting a lot of support for what we're trying to accomplish.
That's great. Changing lives, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Calvin, why is this initiative so important to Liberty Bank and the Foundation?
It is extremely important to our bank and to our foundation, primarily because, as you've indicated, it changes the lives of individuals. Liberty Bank invests in the community for the broader purpose of economic growth for businesses that we do business in the community with, and for the fact that it allows people to improve their life as far as individuals.
Sure.
And us being a community bank, it is significant for us to continue to do that in these type of communities.
Sure, makes sense. Let's talk about the Ferry Crossing project.
Sure. We're very proud of this project. This is 16 homes, new construction homes that are being built in Old Saybrook. They're actually opening, grand opening is today. We're very happy to have a number of local dignitaries that will be on hand to christen these new homes, and the families are in the process of moving in now.
They're beautiful. I'm sure it was a lot of hard work that went into this.
These pictures were taken actually about 6 to 8 months ago when the homes were just under construction, and they're actually all complete now, and they look absolutely magnificent. And they're right on Ferry Road in Old Saybrook. You can actually see them from I-95.
Oh, that's great. Calvin, how supportive was the community with this project? I'm assuming everybody probably came together.
Well, this project is unique to the community in the sense that we were able to gather support from the broader community. We more or less did community charrettes. We met with town leaders. We met with business leaders. We met with the broader community, which allowed for us to get support. So therefore, when we introduced this project to the community, we had broad support and allowed for us to move forward. Liberty Bank and Hope was very instrumental in that. Our foundation supported that initiative with funding, supported that initiative with staffing, and we supported that from a business perspective as far as bringing in other partners, which allowed for this initiative to move forward.
Great. Very good. And let's put some information up on the screen. If you'd like to learn a little bit more on the Liberty Bank Foundation and the Hope Partnership, you could visit the website that's right there. We'll also have the information on WTNH.com. Just click on CT Style. Calvin, Tony, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
All right.
Thank you.